kind of on the concept of death, I guess. Makes me think of another quote that gives me a little bit of peace. Maybe not a little bit of peace, but I don't know if it calms me down or soothes me or what it is exactly, but it's like not only is the process to learn how to die to yourself, but I guess simultaneously, and this maybe goes without saying, is that part of that dying process, or a way to expedite that dying process within yourself, is through unlearning. Because at the end of the day, and it's somewhat sad to say, but it is a product of the way that our brains happen to operate, we all were programmed. Whenever we're younger, I think they say from the time that we're born, or really before we're born, as we're in the womb, we still are learning things, believe it or not. So I'm told. But from 0 to 7 years old, at least, our brains are largely in the brainwave state of theta, or perhaps something else, but at least theta, I believe, is what I've heard. And that is a state that happens to correlate to hypnosis, literally. So when I say that we have been hypnotized on a large scale, that is what I'm talking about. Hypnotized by the programming that we receive from the external world around us, school systems and the like. I think it's a Jewish or Hebrew-based saying that goes something like, "Give me a boy to the age of 7 and I'll show you the man." And we've known this for thousands of years. But instead of utilizing this, quote unquote, positively, we chose violence and exploitation, in the sense of working against each individual's best interest to decide for themselves and utilize their own power to make their life what they want. So, it's just eerie. It's weird. Egos are funny. They just want power. They just want more. And I think that primarily the ego operates around the lower bandwidths. It's the more primal level of consciousness. Very hung up on survival and maintaining status quo and getting more. Because it always thinks that it's never enough, or it never thinks it's enough. No matter what we do. if we choose to live by it and listen to it and cling on to it. These are the things that get us all types of hung up and confused and worked up. And what's funny about that too is that it just brings you, or it maintains you at a lower vibrational rate. It's like the best trap ever laid. One that's super hard to see because it's really close to you. And that's the funny thing about perspective is it's easier to grasp the whole picture when you're further away, perceptually or literally. It doesn't really matter. So I guess the solution in a lot of ways is like become a little more objective about your life. Take a few steps back away from it. And a very good way to do that is asking yourself questions. One of the questions that I think was the most helpful in getting me to see a little bit more of the truth, R.J. Spina, man that I've referenced several times before, assuming, of course, that I end up posting all the videos that I've taken so far in their entirety. He suggests that when we realize or recognize through our awareness that we're doing something that we don't like, simply asking ourselves, who am I? It shuts the mind right up, because the mind has no answer for that. It's a conundrum and a half. It's like a glitch. It's like, I don't know. Shit. I mean, good point. Who am I? It doesn't know anything. The mind doesn't know anything. What you truly are knows everything. And that's another paradox and another hilarious aspect.